Hey everybody, welcome back to the Spin Rack. I'm here with the boys once again, and today we're talking about the trailer Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness that we saw during Spider-Man No Way Home. Once again, PD and Cal say what's rocking to the peeps.
What up?
Ready to rock.
So we're gonna take a look and see what we think about this. Of course, if it's from Marvel, it's another hit, baby. So Selector.
You mean like Eternals?
No. One and done.
Don't cast that spell. It's too dangerous. We tampered with the stability of space-time. The multiverse is a concept about which we know frighteningly little. Your desecration of reality will not go unpunished.
Hold on, back into the rules.
It was the only way. But I never meant for any of this to happen.
Wait a second. Before we go, who's that?
Where?
Who's that?
That's America.
Oh my God! Another team up.
America Chavez.
Another team up.
Wanda.
I knew sooner or later you'd show up. I made mistakes, and people were hurt.
I'm not here to talk about Westview.
Then what are you here for?
I need your help.
It's what?
So wait a second. She don't pay for what she did to Jersey. All that time.
Who pays for what they
Jersey?
do to Jersey?
That ain't right. Another Jersey shot right there.
Dirty Jers.
You know about the multiverse. I'm sorry, Stephen. I hope you understand. The greatest threat to our universe is you. Things just got out of hand.
Whoa. Oh, the multiverse is mad. The multiverse is cool. The multiverse is everlasting and continuing. Loki, thank you, baby, for allowing this stuff to continue. Stories abound. Selector, please put it on Doctor Strange Supreme himself.
Let's
So
look
anybody
at the hair though. What's going on with the hair? Does the hair bug anybody else? Because it bugs the hell out of me.
Why would it bug it? Why, what's the bug?
Because it's like a helmet.
You got a good hairdresser. What can I say?
Not
So-
that good
it's
a
a good wig.
hair. So what do you want to say now that you have a picture of him here?
That's not Doctor Strange Supreme.
Which one is the one supreme? You talking about this
One in the dark
Wong? We knew Wong couldn't do anything.
All right,
Homegirl
let's
here.
start right here with America Chavez. So America Chavez, Cal, can you give us a background?
Ooh.
Who is this person? What is she doing in the trailer?
Who? America Chavez?
Yeah.
Isn't that like more service?
Well,
The
what?
next generation. America Chavez is the next generation of heroes. That's pretty much that. She's one of the young Avengers.
Another young Avenger, Yelena Belova, Hawkeye. I think they're developing a team already.
Team of girls?
Pretty much. Because we haven't seen any dudes yet.
We're gonna get Teen Hulk too. Oh, sorry, Hulkling. Ugh.
And Wiccan.
The only other two that have yet to really officially make their debut are Wanda's kids, and we did see them as kids, but that would be Wiccan and Speed.
Come on.
Wow, so they're basically, Marvel is so good, they planned this out for years in advance and they already have things working. The Marvel magic is amazing.
That's not much of a plan. It's just saying, hey, we're just gonna use this little bit of you think you're buying into these teen Avengers in place of the regular team?
I'm not saying
just because you don't want to reboot this thing.
I'm not saying we do. I'm just saying take a look at it. They've been planning it out. They did Wiccan. They opened Wiccan and Speed that we have in WandaVision. Now they introduce. I think you can introduce in Hawkeye and not Hawkeye and Falcon and Captain America Falcon. You have the grandson to the former Captain America. He's there, so he could possibly join. Then you have in
that's Patriot.
Patriot. Then you have Hawkeye.
Oh my God, no! So they got the son of the grandson of the Truth is going to become a character in the team.
It could be, yeah.
Oh, and look, so far,
so they're doing a good job.
The motif of the Marvel universe is that being a superhero means you're going to make really big mistakes, but you're going to be able to somehow clean it up, or you won't have to pay for it at all if your name is Wanda Maximoff. So that's pretty much what we got right now. So we'll see where it goes.
Yep.
She don't know nothing about the multiverse. What's she know about the multiverse?
I knew sooner or later you would.
She created her own reality. That ain't the multiverse.
And people were hurt.
I'm not here to talk about Westview.
What's more, she created her own reality and didn't realize she did it.
Yep. And now she learned from Darkhold how to do stuff.
What do you know about the multiverse?
Nothing. I know nothing about it. What is America Chavez gonna do in this? What is she there for? Mars.
I'm not sure. I mean, she's going to probably help him. I mean, with Wanda most likely, but we don't know who the main villain of this show is going to be. We do see Baron.
Here, let me help you out. America Chavez is both Latina and a lesbian, so you know why she's there.
Oh, you're giving me whiplash, bro. Don't start with that again.
Okay. What are we supposed to get out of this?
Okay. So he looks like an evil Doctor Strange, right? So they're being called, in other places, they're calling him Doctor Strange Supreme. Because if you watch the animated Multiverse series, there's a Doctor Strange there who basically consumed all the most powerful magicians to make himself probably the most powerful.
Was he like Parallax? Like DC character, but like the Parallax screen of Hal Jordan? Is that what you're trying to point out?
Almost like that. Yeah, I would say that's close to it. And so the very fact, if he's coming up and he's the big bad, I guess that could be, but I don't think so. But he may encounter her because we did see him in the not Multiverse of Madness, but in the animated show, the Multiverse series that Marvel had out earlier this season.
Wasn't Baron Mordo enough to be the villain here? Why does Dr. Stephen Strange have to be the bad guy here?
Because he's constantly putting his foot where it shouldn't go.
No, not at all. He got the idea of what he needs to do for himself in the very first film, but that's when we were still doing traditional Marvel stuff. Regular people being thrust into extraordinary situations and stepping up to the plate. Now we're doing the Brian Michael Bendis Marvel universe where, hey, these guys are a bunch of screw-ups. Everything all the problems stem from them. This is Bendis. What was the thing where Bendis first came on the scene and totally wrecked everything? Avengers Disassembled? Well, that's what you got. Hey, who's attacking us? Is this one of our villains? No, it's Wanda. She's lost her mind. Oh no, the entire world has been shaped into an alternate reality. Who did this? Was it Magneto? Was it Apocalypse? Oh no, it was Quicksilver. Isn't he an Avenger? I think so. Aren't they supposed to be saving us? Maybe not. And that's where we are.
The hard part of even going to that was Bendis talking about trying to finish the story when the story was about Immortus causing this thing happening, and now everyone says, no, let's cut that part out. Let's just have the villain be the it's just you're running out of steam. Actually, they're not going to run out of steam. I think storytelling wise, we won't, when we get to see a villain fight a hero and the villain just be bad and the villain cause all this stuff, it'll be like, oh, this is movie of the month. This is just your standard Doctor Strange versus the Bi-Beast. There's nothing to this. They're going to be taught to not understand that the heroes just basically are here to stop the villains. Like at the core of the comic book, like in like the X-Men, the first issue of X-Men, basically Magneto shows up, causes a big problem, and the X-Men take him out. That's the story. There's no extra side. The side piece is that they're students, but there's no extra side part of the story. Whereas you look at I think the Jim Lee X-Men #1, Magneto is trying to fortify himself with some old nuclear warheads that's stuck underwater. And X-Men are like, hey, we're worried about you. But at the same time, Magneto finds out that Mora had caused this thing. So that's a story where even though Mora didn't want her to be sort of the bad guy in there, pushes Magneto over the edge. But at the same time, so you got all these sort of subplots. But at the core, you go back to X-Men #1, it's just a simple hero versus villain. And they out there stop. The same thing that happens with John McClane in Die Hard. John McClane, you had the whole subplot of him and his wife on the outs, and at the same time, the building gets taken over. So his job is to take out the villains. We're losing this part of the story with seeing evil Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange Supreme.
Oh God, that sounds like a sandwich or something like that.
What did he say? Doctor Strange. What?
Something you get out of Blimpies. I'm having. Yeah, can I have the Doctor Strange Supreme? Yes.
I just shot you email.
No, he's doing that. He's doing that versus battle nonsense. Not saying that he's nonsense, but that's one of those versus battle boards where these guys live for all of the variants of this particular character. So if it's Batman and he wore particular armor, oh, that's nighttime Batman. Oh, this is underwater Batman. Oh, that Doctor Strange, that's Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme. That's Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme. That's Doctor Strange this. That literally, like when you were a kid and you went to the toy store and they had those different versions of the character because they had different outfits on. That's their approach to the superheroes now.
Okay. I don't know if we agree with that. Petey and I are definitely a little taken aback by what you just said, but we kind of disagree. We think that this is a different version of Doctor Strange from the What If comic books. And if it is, this is a Doctor Strange who's immensely powerful. And what could he possibly be doing in our universe? I don't necessarily think that he will be the main antagonist, but I think that, it's just interesting that once again, the connected tissues of Marvel once again raises its head where they bring in stuff from the animated stuff. Because they did say the What If not Captain Britain, what's her name? What's her name from the animated show that they said they
said it right, Captain Britain.
Captain Carter!
Captain Carter. They will be seeing more of her.
Nobody wants to see that version of Captain Carter.
Of course we do. She did pretty good. What are you talking about?
We're going to see...
Well, Marvel's giving her a comic book, so we'll see.
Oh my God. It's like...
Hey, I'm with you. I don't really want to see any more of her, but somebody decided, hey, she's going to get a comic book. So she's going to get a comic book.
It'll be fine. And I'm going to buy the first issue of that comic book.
You're not going to buy it.
If they sneak her into a movie, though, I got some variant comics that are definitely going to sell.
Oh my gosh!
So
now, should you actually need to watch all these freaking things just to watch a Doctor Strange movie?
No, but
watch What If
to inform you. So they will.
No, but isn't that the genius? Isn't that that part for Marvel? I gotta say, I have to give them credit for. Somebody looked and said, wait a minute, this is an interconnected universe. These guys don't. So if these guys are always overlapping, that means you got to really watch everything and be plugged into everything if you fully really want to understand. So we can create all these new nerds who are going to watch all of this and we can just keep this whole thing rolling. Think of the money. And somewhere Stan Lee was like, well, no, that wasn't idea. No, shut him up. Shut him up. Shut that ghost up. Think of this money.
Stan Lee.
Not the money. We're talking about the
Stan,
artistry, not the money.
Stan Lee was more like, oh, hey, I don't know what to do this month. Hey, let's have the Hulk jump in the comic book.
There
right?
you go.
And then he was like, hey, Roy, you can't use Thor, Captain America, or Iron Man in the Avengers anymore. Why? Just you can't do it. Why not? They're like, no, you can't do it anymore. All right, I'm gonna sneak use them. And it's like, oh, the Avengers is getting some heat. Neil Adams wants to use it. All right, just use them. It's fine. Whatever. Right now, I can't stop you guys. I'm a publisher now. I'm out in LA. I can't really sit around stopping you guys from doing this. Just do what you want to do. Hey, does Iron Man have a nose? She should have a nose, right? All right, Sam, we got it. Give him a nose.
Like, no, wait, hey, you know what? We don't got any villains really for the Avengers. Hey, well, hey, why can't they just fight each other again? Hey, there you go. Or what was it? It was either the superheroes were crossing over, or it was a reprint. It's like, hey, the book's late. What are we going to do? Tell us origin again.
Hey guys, so reining it back in. Did we enjoy this trailer? The trailer, we're barely touching on it. You know, the very fact that we see Wanda is there. We also see there's a monster. I don't know, is that Suma Gothith? The one-eyed monster that is an antagonist to.
That's the only thing that I liked. It seemed like it was a villain, that sort of creature that was in the Doctor Strange universe. But I want to see, huh?
Oh, Shumagorath?
Suicide, yeah. They did it in the Suicide Squad.
Shumagorath?
It looks just like him.
Oh, no. You're talking about Starro.
Starro. Yeah, I know Starro, but I'm saying
no. Shumagorath is like a cross. It's like Cthulhu. If Cthulhu didn't have a head and just had eyes.
I think there's stories that there's Englehart stories. There's the things that Ditko did. The whole story of Doctor Strange being like his body being trapped, but his astral form running around and doing stuff. Like there's so much cool Doctor Strange stuff. Him fighting against, like having him go to the actual area where Dormammu is at, and then we get to see the human side, like the lower thing, and him have to fight in the realm for people he don't even know. Like he don't even know Clay's people, and he there fought for him. And it was a champion from out of somewhere else, and he saved the day. And they cheated. Like one of the people cheated to help them, and Dormammu was like, "What did you do? I could have won." It's like, "No, Master, we don't know if you could." There's so much good classic hero stuff. Get to the third movie and do the evil Doctor Strange, like Superman 3. Like, come on.
We can't do that because in the first movie, Doctor Strange was still getting up to speed, and now he's not even Sorcerer Supreme anymore. And we never even got the movie where he was Sorcerer Supreme in his own movie. We didn't even get that. Now we got the backhanded way of being, hey, Wong is over here and he's Sorcerer Supreme, and he's probably gonna have Baby Wong as his apprentice.
You know what? We're wrapping it up. We agreed, we liked it, so I guess we are getting.
No. I'll take the last word on this one. Okay, I enjoyed that first Doctor Strange film. I thought that was very close.
Yeah,
I thought that was really close to what you would want from a Doctor Strange film if you have read the comics and understand the limitations of what they were going to be able to do with, on screen. Because I know that the imagination they have for magic is just not what it used to be. But I thought that they did a really good job with that, all things considered. The Ancient One was probably the biggest fail. But aside of that, I really looked forward to it. It's one of the few Marvel movies that I watch more than once, because I actually get something out of it. And I found it to be really enjoyable. Then I'm looking forward to the second movie. And there's so much that's happened to this character in between those two movies. Okay, that you're getting this right over here. And it's like, this isn't even a Doctor Strange movie, it looks like at this point. Okay, this is, literally, it's like the Defenders, if you will. And it's so out there. It's so out there at the end of the day. I think they need to, if DC suffers from the fact that they have no overlap, this right over here, depending on what I see, could be to the point there's too much overlap. And then it's similar to what Petey said. This is all Marvel team up. What happens when you have to do a movie and it's just this character fighting his villain?
Okay, I mean, hey, that's one way to look at it. Not necessarily a popular way of view, but right?
Popular? No. Correct? Yes. And Marvel Team Up is no longer published, so that should be a hint to what these guys need to do.
The hardest part is to remember when Marvel was doing that, the team up books. The original idea wasn't to have Spider-Man in every issue. They just sort of fell to the, hey, it sells more with Spider-Man in here, but they treated it like a secondary book. Like when I think Byrne and Claremont were on it, the only regular Spider-Man villain they could get was Kraven because the regular teams didn't like Kraven. So they're like, yeah, you could use Kraven. But none of so they had to go around and basically like look around the Marvel universe and see what villains they could get to have to do stories with. So it was like the secondary, same with 2-in-1 thing, where it's just like that's why you see a lot of wacky villains kind of show up in the thing. But now Marvel's really like a sandbox where it's just like there's no a certain type of Doctor Strange stories. There's no Avengers stories. They're all just the same thing. And it's just like, well, it's Acts of Vengeance. Don't make me have to bring it back. It's Acts of Vengeance. It's using this, like taking these X-Men villains, and now they're fighting the Avengers.
And everybody's an Avenger.
Yeah, well, you got Shang-Chi. He's been just given his Avengers security card by him and Aquafina have their Avengers security card. They need someone, Aquafina, to join the Junior Avengers to do what? I'm not sure. What does she do?
She does nothing. She was a driver.
Guys, we are so far away.
She's Kate Bishop. She's the Kate Bishop of the.
No, Kate Bishop actually has skill. No, I'm pretty certain. I'm pretty certain you give her enough time, she'll be doing magic, or something of that nature.
Ooh, he did it again. The magic, Baby Wong, and Aquafina.
Oh wait,
the Sorcerer Supremes.
She was Kate Bishop. Because remember, she went to Talo and she was learning how to use the bow and arrow.
Yes, we do remember that. But we don't need to talk about that.
No, let's talk about that.
No, we don't. This
try to wrap it up, right?
Way out. We got to wrap it up.
You couldn't see my face. You couldn't see my face, so you didn't see I was being sarcastic. I was giving you a sarcastic smile. I'm sorry.
Spinner
out.
You guys are freaking unbelievable.